What is up, YouTube? I got a great question on Instagram. The question was, how do I live with sadness or grief? And then the person proceeded to apologize for asking such a sad question. I do want to say, if you want to ask me a question or send in a video request, just send me a message either on here in the comments or DM me on Instagram. The link to the handle is down below. All right. How to deal with sadness. And this is something we all can relate to, right? We've all had heartbreak. We've all lost a loved one. We've all lost a love that we thought was forever. Now, I don't know the cause for this sadness, but I know the healing process is always the same. The reason we get sad is because we experience something super deep with someone, and that deepness has been just left a void. There's literally a void in you. You went deep with someone, or you went deep with the family member. You went deep in a loving relationship. Now it's out of your life, and now there's this deep pit within you, and it just nags at you and it stings you, right? So how do you get over that emptiness that you feel inside? Because that's what sadness is. It's that empty feeling. Two things. One, you go deep within yourself and you fill in those gaps with your own love, with your own attention, with your own purpose. Now it's not FaceTiming your boo. Now it's looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I love you. Now it's not cuddling up watching Netflix. Now it's cuddling up by yourself watching Netflix, drinking some coffee. Now it's not walking around a park holding hands. Now it's exercising by yourself, listening to a podcast that pumps your state naturally. Right now, you're in a time that is so fragile for you. If you do not address the sadness, it's going to keep burrowing and making further and further indents into your soul. And this happened because God, the universe, wants you to fill yourself up with some love. Therefore, in your next relationship with whoever it may be, you can give more, you can be more. And the next time, God forbid, if they leave, not saying they will, but if your future partner leaves you, you'll have such a steady foundation. Okay, so first things first, you fill that void by pouring in love and attention to yourself. Number two, we talked about depth, right? You went deep with someone. You had intimate conversation with someone. You knew about someone's family, their insecurities, their goals, their visions, their values. You went deep. Now it's time to go wide. Life is telling you, I want you to experience the width of life now. I want you to travel more. I want you to meet more people. I want you to date more people. I want you to say hi to more people. I want you to go to more places. This is not a time of depth. This is a time of width now. And the more you focus on the expansive world around you and the diversity and all there is to eat, experience, and explore, what's lacking within kind of fades away, right? So, explore. Go to a new city. I know we're in lockdown, but learn a new skill. Pick up a new hobby. Maybe you've always wanted to read a certain book. Maybe you don't read and you want to try reading. Maybe you want to write a book. Whatever it is, explore. There's a time for exploration. Your intimate relationship was founded on depth. Now, God, the universe, however you resonate with it, is pushing you towards a direction of experiencing the vastness of life. And that's a beautiful time to be in. Finally, do not forget the times you had. The worst thing that can happen right now is not that you two never end up together. No. The worst thing that can happen is if you forget the lessons you learned and you totally neglect the person you became in that relationship and go back to your old self. That's the worst thing that could happen. You met them so you can pick up on their values, or you can learn from what they did and now you know what not to do. Or you learned how to be more unconditionally loving. You learned how to be more generous. You learned how to identify your own insecurities and the ways you like to give love and receive love. You're more knowledgeable now. You're more conscious of the world around you because of this relationship. Don't let go of those lessons. That's why you experienced them. That's why you went through them. There's a quote I wrote on Instagram a couple weeks ago now, and it goes something like, if they stayed forever, maybe the lessons wouldn't have either. So they went so the lessons could come. And maybe if they don't come back, that means the lessons won't ever leave you. I know it sucks to think of someone who you loved, called your soulmate, as a lesson, but until you learn the lesson, that sadness will always be there. Fill in the gap by loving yourself, by being with yourself, by pouring attention into yourself, and then experience the width of life. Hope this helps.